Hi, I'm Peter from Pinal, and I'm going to walk you through the production of AEIOU very quickly. So we wanted to do a trance thing because that was just the tip that we were on, and I guess that we're still on. And so we started off with this lead kind of thing. Then from memory, and I don't remember what we used, but I think it was something really generic like Omnisphere, and then we just put a lot of effects and processing on it. We've really just kind of wrote the song around that. And then Pablo and Nick would have crafted the melodies and the lyrics, and we try to move as quickly as possible so the ideas can flow without production technical stuff getting in the way. So the bass, which is pretty simple, like trancey kind of thing, is basically a layer of three things. So there's this, which is more of a subby thing, kind of on the beat. And then there's like a more nasal kind of thing, more bouncy thing. And then there's a even more nasally thing, which is this, which is basically like a layer of this, but through a phaser without the phaser moving. So it just kind of gets a real notchy kind of sound. So here's all the bass together. And then here's all the bass with the drums. So I think Rick did a chord change for the bridge. And that kind of takes you off to a different spot after the second chorus. And then over the top of that, we would have put an arpeggio. And this is built up out of a few layers, one from a Jupiter 6, one from Arturia Oberheim thing, and then one from the Roland SH-101. And Nick is gonna tell you a story about this.
So the SH-101 was the first synth that we ever owned, and we got it in Western Sydney. We drove it. We got, I think my dad or my mum drove us out there. It was really cheap at the time. I think it was under $200. It
was 180.
Something like
Australian dollars.
And
so nothing.
Now these synths are worth what?
$1,000, $1,200.
That's US dollars.
US dollars.
It's a lot more money. Anyway, it's a great little mono synth.
And also a significant part of Nick and I have been doing this since we were in high school together, right? So this was our first synthesizer.
Yeah.
This was the one that started it all. We had literally nothing. We had that and a little echo and a guitar amp that we borrowed from school, but we probably had in this
We did give it back.
We did give it back, but we had it for several years before we gave it back.
It's a synth for us that is very meaningful. We don't have that original one anymore, but the synth.
But we have the same one.
Yeah, they sound the same. Now, doesn't that entrance you? Like that entranced us to the point where we're still making those records today, and we were 15 at the time when we would have been blown away by making that sound then.
And then the rest is vocals, but there are many different layers, as there always is with Luke. It's a big, wide, layered sound. I think maybe he recorded some takes with the track pitched down and others not. But
how far we go to find out when the people we love.
I could confidently say I've mixed more Luke vocals than anyone. So I'm pretty used to the sound of his amazing voice. And that's kind of it. It's actually really simple, this song. Chords, lead, bass, drums, vocal. There's not like a million layers. Some of these sounds probably had a lot of layers to crunch them down to what we see here, but really it's quite nice to look at it in its simple form. Thank you.